At one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica? Have you heard this? Where they sent Admiral Byrd up? So the U.S. government's like, something's going on with Antarctica. There's some activity up there. We want to find out what's going on. So they send this cat named Admiral Byrd up to investigate with a giant fleet.
To lead into the unknown, owning the risk and responsibility of being the first. It takes a creator to put the South Pole on the map.
Another one.
In 1929, when air travel was dangerous and electricity could barely reach the countryside, Admiral Richard Byrd took off to shed light on the bottom of the Earth. Many people called him crazy. Kohler called him a partner. With faith in his Kohler generators, he kept communication and his crew alive in the most unforgiving environment. It takes a creator to bring the world along on your mission and inspire a new era of explorers to power forward into the uncharted.
Southward ho! Admiral Byrd's expedition to the South Pole enters the polar seas after a voyage of 11,000 miles from the United States, ploughing down to the uttermost edge of the world through waters studded with the menace of ice. A reception committee awaits them in the Bay of Whales. Welcome to the land known as Little America, where the Byrd expedition sets up its base. Happy landing on the first leg of the journey. Bring off the stores, including the giant 40-ton snow cruiser. Quite a shock to their new neighbors. All the paraphernalia makes the residents say they must be quite wealthy people. A friendly seal comes lolloping up from the middle distance to greet the newcomers. He's a sea leopard, a rare specimen. Way in the distance, man overboard. But it's only Percy the penguin, and he pops out again. Dog teams start out for scientific investigation. The sled disappears into the silence of Antarctic night.
Almost 15,000 miles south, Admiral Byrd leads another American expedition, reopening Little America in the hostile Antarctic. A moment of prayer, and Little America the Fifth is formally dedicated near Admiral Byrd's 4 previous Antarctic headquarters. These pictures were taken on the famous Ross Shelf ice and carefully preserved during the long trip back. They show equipment being landed at our scientific outpost for the coming International Geophysical Year. No penguin ever saw anything like it. 9,000 tons have since been landed, and men are rushing to build Little America before April's winter night sets in on the frozen Antarctic frontier.
I've never killed anyone.
Never enough, no matter what you do.
And we're in here talking about practice.
Good evening, this is Frank Knight. May I introduce our co-editors for this edition of the Longines Chronoscope? Larry Lasser, CBS News correspondent, and Kenneth Crawford, National Affairs Editor of Newsweek magazine. Our very distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
Antarctica Treaty of 1959. An agreement signed by 12 nations in which the Antarctic continent was made demilitarized to be preserved for scientific research. What do you think about that?
Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth?
Yes, there is.
Welcome to another Quality Content QC video. Imagine standing on the precipice of the unknown, where the world is a blank canvas of unexplored mysteries. Such was the world of Admiral Richard E. Byrd. A man of many firsts, Byrd was a pioneering polar explorer, aviator, and recipient of the Medal of Honor, the highest honor for valor given by the United States. Yet it was his indomitable spirit and relentless pursuit of discovery that truly set him apart. His most legendary exploit, perhaps, was his audacious expedition to the heart of Antarctica, an icy, unforgiving frontier that had defeated many before him. But Byrd, with his unwavering resolve and courage, was not to be deterred. His Antarctic expedition, a testament to human endurance and the ceaseless quest for knowledge, remains one of the most iconic chapters in the annals of exploration. His story is one of courage, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of discovery. In the year 1928, Admiral Byrd, armed with ambition and a thirst for discovery, set out on an expedition to the frosty frontiers of Antarctica. The purpose of this daring venture was twofold: to delve into the mysteries of this frozen continent through scientific research, and to make a bold declaration of America's presence in these uncharted territories. The scientific aspect of Byrd's mission was to conduct comprehensive geological surveys, to study the indigenous wildlife in its natural habitat, and to gather invaluable data on the climate and weather patterns of this remote region. Simultaneously, Byrd was tasked with a patriotic mission. He was to stake a claim for the United States, establishing a foothold in this inhospitable landscape, a symbolic gesture that would demonstrate America's tenacity and pioneering spirit. His journey was not just an exploration, but a mission to solidify America's presence in the Antarctic region. From the bustling port of Dunedin, New Zealand, Byrd and his team embarked on a daring voyage southward. Their expedition, beginning in 1928, was set to last several years, a testament to their unwavering bravery and thirst for discovery. The route was far from straightforward, fraught with treacherous waters and unpredictable weather patterns, but it was a challenge they were willing to face head-on. Their journey took them through the Southern Ocean, a body of water known for its icy currents and towering waves. Despite these harsh conditions, Byrd's team pressed on, their eyes set on the frozen horizon of Antarctica. They navigated through the icy waters, guided by the stars and their sheer determination. The voyage was not only a test of their physical endurance, but also of their mental strength and camaraderie. And so it was, with their ship cutting through the frost-laden waves, that they began their exploration of the Antarctic wilderness. The unforgiving Antarctic waters were just the beginning of a journey filled with peril and promise. The Antarctic climate is a relentless foe, a constant battle against the elements. Imagine the biting cold, the kind that cuts through even the thickest furs, and the winds, so icy and fierce they could knock a grown man off his feet. This was the reality for Admiral Byrd and his team. The elements were not their only struggle. The vast, unending whiteness could disorient even the most skilled navigator. Food was scarce, and the isolation, both physical and psychological, was its own kind of challenge. The team had to also contend with the constant threat of injury or even death. A single misstep on the treacherous ice could spell disaster. But these explorers were not ordinary men. They were made of sterner stuff, with a spirit as indomitable as the wilderness they dared to confront. Yet in the face of such adversity, their determination never wavered. Their courage and tenacity were the true compass guiding them through their journey. Despite the harsh conditions, Byrd's expedition was marked by groundbreaking discoveries. The relentless spirit of exploration that marked Byrd and his team led them to unravel the mysteries of the frozen frontier, contributing significantly to our understanding of the world. The expedition team conducted extensive geological surveys, delving deep into the icy terrain. Each rock sample they collected, each measurement they took, promised to shed light on the history and composition of the Antarctic continent. Their efforts produced a wealth of knowledge about the geology of this remote region, providing critical insights into the Earth's past. Beyond the rocks and ice, Byrd's team also studied the hardy wildlife of Antarctica. Despite the continent's brutal climate, life persists. From colonies of emperor penguins huddled against the cold to the microscopic organisms thriving in the ice, Byrd's expedition documented the resilience of life in the harshest of conditions. But perhaps one of their most significant contributions was in the field of meteorology. The team gathered valuable data on climate and weather patterns, a task no less challenging given the region's unpredictable and severe weather. Their findings not only advanced meteorological science but also proved invaluable for future Antarctic expeditions. Each discovery, a testament to human curiosity and the power of exploration. Byrd's expedition reminds us that even in the most inhospitable corners of our world, there is knowledge to be gained, secrets to be uncovered, and wonders to be marveled at. As the frosty saga of Admiral Byrd's expedition comes to a close, its legacy continues to resonate. The audacious journey of Byrd and his team into the Antarctic wilderness stands as a testament to the indomitable human spirit, our relentless thirst for knowledge, and our innate desire to explore the unknown. It was more than just an expedition. It was a journey into the heart of the unknown, a daring venture into the uncharted. Through their struggles and triumphs, they laid the groundwork for future explorations and expanded our understanding of this frozen frontier. The scientific contributions of Byrd's expedition were groundbreaking. The team's geological surveys, their study of Antarctic wildlife, and their invaluable data on climate and weather patterns significantly deepened our understanding of this remote and harsh environment. Furthermore, their journey showcased the power of human resilience and tenacity in the face of adversity. Despite the hostile Antarctic climate and the myriad challenges they faced, Byrd and his team never wavered in their mission. Their determination and courage continue to inspire explorers today, embodying the spirit of adventure that drives us to push beyond our limits. Reflecting on Admiral Byrd's Antarctic expedition, we are reminded of the rich legacy he left behind. His legacy, a beacon of inspiration, illuminates the path for future generations of explorers, reminding us of the boundless potential of human curiosity. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Another one.